Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan. I'm a CPA, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the EIDL. Haven't done a video on the EIDL in a while, so I thought it'd be a good time to do a quick update. But first, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're not new here, or if you're new here, please smash the like button. As always, begging for your approval. That is what I'm good at. All right, so some quick highlights for the EIDL I want to talk about is the obvious deadline at the end of 2021, and could you still get money? That's important to know. Some updates, actually one important update on whether or not you can use the EIDL funds to pay off debt, and also some reminders of when you have to start paying on the EIDL, and some things about distributions to owners. All right, so first I'm going to cover the deadline on December 31st, 2021. That was the last day that you had to basically apply for the EIDL. Some people freaked out. They thought that was the last day that they could get funding, and it's actually not. It's just the last day that the SBA is accepting new applications. If you haven't applied for the EIDL, now it's too late. If you had already applied for the EIDL beforehand and you haven't gotten the money yet, you still have a chance, as long as there's funding. So that leads me to my next point. Can you still get money? Yeah, I'll run through the different scenarios of how you can still get money. So first scenario, if you applied for the EIDL already before the deadline, and maybe you haven't finished the application process. You submitted your application, but maybe you're still, trying to submit documents and all that to the SBA. In this scenario, you can still get money. And remember, all this depends on whether or not the SBA still has money available to give you, okay? So first scenario, you can still get money. Second scenario, let's say you applied for the EIDL and you got declined. You applied before the deadline, SBA declined you for whatever reason. Can you still get money? The answer is yes, you can, as long as you apply for a reconsideration within the time frame that the SBA allows. Next scenario, you apply for the EIDL, you got approved, and you already got funded, and you want to request more money. Can you get more funds this way? The answer is yes, you still can get more funds this way as well. As you might remember, back in 2020, when these programs started getting released from the government, there were a lot of moving parts, a lot of changes that were happening, a lot of updates that were happening to clarify laws and stuff. And so when the program first came out, there was a rule that absolutely stated that you cannot use the EIDL money to refinance debt. You can use the money to make debt payments, monthly payments, but you can't use it to pay off other debts or to refinance debts. Well, as of September of 2021, the SBA has updated that rule, and they are allowing you to refinance or pay off certain debts, or even make large prepayments to certain debts, as long as they're business related, related to the business that you receive the EIDL, and two, if it's not a federal loan like other SBA loans. And I'll get to that in a minute. So now, if you have other business commercial debt, you can use the EIDL to refinance those debts if it's a lower interest rate, which will be probably a big deal for a lot of people. I'm not really a big fan of debts, but if you have a lower interest rate and thus lower payments and can save your cash flow, that's better for business than to be tied up in high interest rates and high payments. Now you can refinance commercial debts. If you have another SBA loan that's separate from all this, you can't really make prepayments on it. You can't pay it off, but you can use the EIDL to continue to make payments on it. But the ruling specifically states that you can't use it to pay off other federal debts. Quick and friendly reminder that you can't use the EIDL to pay off your personal mortgage or to pay on your personal mortgage. You can't use the EIDL to pay off your personal vehicle or pay on your personal vehicle. Those are personal expenses, so please don't do that. That is considered illegal. So when do payments start? I know in 2020, when the EIDL first came out, payments were due 12 months from the date of your loan disbursement. Well, the SBA has changed that to 24 months if your loan originated in 2020, and if it originated in 2021, then it's anywhere between 12 and 18 months from your loan disbursement date. So that means most payments are probably going to start in this year of 2022, no earlier than March. So probably somewhere between April and December, your payments will start happening then. So be on the lookout for SBA paperwork. There are ways to pay online through www.pay.gov once you do receive your SBA paperwork, because you're going to need your SBA loan number. That actually might be on your loan documents when you sign it originally. So just you want to pay easily, set up an account at pay.gov. You can make electronic payments on there through your business checking accounts. Another thing to keep in mind is that the SBA increased the economic injury determination. So when the EIDL first came out, the economic injury used to determine your loan amount was 6 months of your gross profit margin, which is revenue minus cost of goods sold. The SBA did increase that to 24 months. So, if you got the original loan amount of, the 6-month economic injury, you can now request up to 24 months of economic injury, up to certain limits. There's a $2 million limit per entity, but just keep in mind that if you did not know that and you're looking for more money potentially because you need help, that is something that you can now go back and request. And to do that, you log into your SBA portal that you originally got when you received the loan. There should be a button on there that says request more money or request more funding. And then once you hit that, maybe wait a few hours, log back in, you can now move the little sliding scale of how much money you need and submit all those change documents and stuff. So check out your portal if you need more money. That's the quickest and easiest way to do that. And then one last reminder, you cannot use the EIDL funds to take in distributions or pay distributions to owners. And you can't do that without the SBA's written consent. What you can do is pay distributions to owners using, income generated from operating your business. So as long as you don't use the actual EIDL money to pay owners, then you're good to go. So just a friendly reminder there, don't be screwing up your books and screwing up your processes because of the EIDL. Just try to take, really good records, keep good records on where that money is going. All right. Again, my name is Ryan. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please smash the like button. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I try to put out a lot of helpful content, especially now with tax season coming up. There probably will be a lot of useful and valuable information coming out from us. So have a great day, stay safe, and take care.
I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up.